Hello, today with my partner Teresa Lopez, we are going to explain some TPR activities. That means total physical response activities. And my partner Teresa Lopez is going to start.
Hi, my name is Teresa Magdalena Lopez Sanchez, and I will explain you about the total physical response activity, and I'm going to start with Simon Says. Simon Says, or Simple Simon Says, is a game for 3 or more players, and one player takes the role of Simon, and I choose instructions, usually physical actions such as jump in the air or stick out your tongue to the other players, which should be followed only when prefaced with the phrase Simon says. The TPR activity, Simon says, is one of those great ESL activities that gets students moving and is exceptional for learning different parts of the body and physical directions like right and left. So the activity instructions are: first, a boy must be chosen to be Simon. Then the other children must gather around Simon and they must make a circle or a line depending on the number of the players. After that, Simon will give the instruction saying, Simon says, telling the children that to perform an action physical. For example, Simon says to touch, raise your hand. Another one can be Simon says, everyone run, or Simon says, clap your hands. Each child must perform the action that Simon indicates. If Simon doesn't include the phrase Simon says before giving the instruction, anyone who did the activity is out of the game. So some benefits of the Simon Says activity are that it is a simple activity to carry out in the classroom, and it also is very helpful for students to react to English vocabulary, and they don't have to think so much about a translation. And even this activity serves to reduce the stress or the pressures that students can have. And some disadvantages of the activity may be that it is only useful for young students or beginners, because adult students or students who are advanced in the language don't show interest in the activity. And in addition, it may be that for many students, this activity is something tedious and show no interest. The other TPR activity is charades. And charades is a word guessing game that originally was a dramatic form to literary charades. A single person would act out each syllable or a word or a phrase in order, followed by the whole phrase together, while the rest of the group guessed. Today, it is common to require the actors to mime their hands without using any spoken words, which requires some conventional gesture. Charades has been used in teaching for decades, and it is activity to practice ESL TPR activity that will get a student helping moving. Charade is the cornerstone of the TPR method and has physical response and full energy to students' enthusiasm. So the instruction for this activity are: before starting this activity, it's important to go over a few of the comments or keywords and that you will use during the activity. This is essential for the student success and confidence building. The teacher doesn't want all the students sitting quietly unsure what their partner is doing in front of the group. So the other step is that The teacher has to separate the class into groups and have each group discuss the rules of the activity and how they can build a strategy for their team success. So the other step is that once the group are ready to begin, ask each group for one actor or representative. Group A will go first, and you will tell the representative that the group A comment quietly, and he or she will begin acting out the comment, and a group A will try to guess the correct answer. If the group A fails to produce an answer or correct answers, the group B can give it and try it for a point. This repeats, and the group with the most points is crowned the victor. Some benefit of the TPR activity charades um, are that the students can learn a lot about the vocabularies that they see in the activity, and they will be able to pronounce some vocabulary, and also they be able to retain the information acquired for much longer. Another benefit of this activity is that it's a perfect to do in group of students in the classroom. And some disadvantages of these activities are that many students do not want to do it because they feel pain or discomfort. Then this activity may even become a bit complicated for teachers who want to do it in high levels. So the other TPR activity is role play. The role play is any speaking activity, sorry, when you either put yourself into somebody else's shoes, or when you stay in your own shoes but put yourself in a situation with different scenarios. So the role playing is a simple way to get your students talking, and using TPR is to have them role play easy scenarios, and this is a better for more confidence in speaking. In this activity, all you have to do is give them a scenario or a few pieces of target vocabulary to and watch them go. So you can do this in two ways. You can have two students get in front of the class and perform, or you can pair them off and have them work more independently. Many students can be shy or reluctant to speak when learning a new language. So pairing them off and listening in of few conversations works well for small classes. No matter what you do, though, make sure they are up and moving around. If the students are shy to talk in front of the other class, some teachers find helpful to set a timer or for long. The scenario has to go on the 30 seconds, for example, and is a good starting point for most classes, and you can give them time to prepare before they start. And the benefits to this role play activity are that it helps to students to remember the vocabulary learned during their performance, and also can help because it's a good activity for those students who learn best through actions and observation. and for those who prefer to be in motion. And finally, it also helps students to concentrate in the area of listening and speaking, since they are involved in scenarios where they act. And some disadvantages of the role-playing activity are very few, and one of them is that some students may feel front of the room, and it also may of them men feel a certain fear of making mistakes. Not only that, some students may feel the activity a bit repetitive, since several groups of the since several groups do the same of role playing. So my classmate will continue with the other TPR activities, and thank you for your attention.
Okay, my name is Veronica Somoza, and I'm going to talk about 3 total physical response activities. One is group singing. This is an especially great tool for younger learners, as singing together is a fun and exciting activity for them. A great example of group singing with total physical response is the grade school classic, Heads, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes. We all know that song. So this song is not only fun to sing, but incorporates movements that students can remember, even if they can't quite get all the words. This helps them remember the words more accurately after practice and reinforces their meaning. One disadvantage of this activity is that it's only maybe for kids, because some adults don't like to sing or in front of other people. So we can use this activity only with children or maybe with a group of young students. The next activity is the mime activities. Mime is an active technique that suggests action or emotion without words by using only gestures, expression, and movement. Although it is fun to dress the part of a mime, all of these activities can be done without any makeup or costumes. This one is all about total physical response. The instructions are that the students will be assigned a partner who has to determine what they need, but they can't say a word. The teacher will give them a task or phrase they need to make their partner say. For example, you're looking for your dog. The mime student must convey this entirely through their actions, and the partner must guess the target sentence. This is a great way to test your students' understanding, as they will have to remember the vocabulary off the top of their heads. This is also a great activity for large classrooms, as you can pair off students and have them race for first place. Mine, it is important because it is an effective way of encouraging the students to develop their acting skills in terms of body language, and for them to gain a greater awareness of its importance as a form of communication. Gestures in mime can be used very effectively in teaching certain words, and students generally enjoy seeing their teacher acting out a word or miming an expression, and it can add a sense of enjoyment to a class. That means that the class is going to be fun. And if they laugh at the teacher's mime or the gesture, it is better because it will be more memorable for the students. The next activity is the flashcards. Flashcards are really handy resource to have and can be useful at every stage of the class. They are a great way to present, practice, and recycle vocabulary, and when students become familiar with the activities used in class, they can be given out to early finishers to use in small groups. The activities that you can do, the TPR activities, are point or race to the flashcards, stick flashcards around the class, say one of them students point or raise to it. Students can then give the instructions to the classmates, and the activity can be extended by saying hop to the cat, or even go to the fish, or look for the orange. And you can also incorporate the flashcards into a game of Simon Says. Like my partner was talking about Simon Says, it could be the instructions. Simon says, jump to the teacher, and so on. And this one has some advantages that are students can pay attention on the flashcards more than on the material learned. And a small, sorry, these are the disadvantages. Small and unclear flashcards may arouse problems in the teaching learning process, since the students may misunderstand about the pictures. And one of the advantages is that the flashcards can stimulate the visual memory of the students. And this is all for this activity, the TPR activities that we presented today.
Okay, I think that's all, and thank you for your attention. Have a good day.